Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky Zecher Tzaddik Livracha offers a fascinating insight into a conversation that Yaakov Avinu had with the shepherds of light. Yaakov arrives at a well, he sees everybody standing around in the middle of the day, and he says, Achai, my brothers, where are you from? And they have some dialogue, and then Yaakov says, what are you doing here in the middle of the day? It's not the time to bring in the sheep right now. Rabbi Yaakov says, the backstory is that Yaakov Avinu's midah was emes, and he was offended that these guys weren't giving their boss a full day's work because they should have been tending to the sheep, grazing all day, and then come in the evening to give the sheep water. But he thought to himself and said, I shouldn't be opening with that. Let me engage them on a personal level. I'll have a better conversation with them afterwards. And I think it's a great place to think about the great lesson in this week's Darcheinu newsletter about teaching children patience from the Parsha of Noach, and some role-playing that goes on with Eli and his sister. Eli's waiting to get to school for carpool, and his sister's making them late, and he gets very frustrated, and parents are guided in how to tone down and let Eli deal with it in a more mature way. So I think the message is that parents should have patience if we can, and wait a bit, let Eli talk so that he's heard and feels that you understand exactly what he's saying. And if you say, yeah, I know you're frustrated, it's not the same as having him tell it to you and you really listen. If you want some follow-up material, I would encourage you to have a look at Dr. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. One of those habits is seek first to understand, then to be understood. Another venue would be to look up empathetic listening or active listening. You'll have some great tools that will help you acquire that trait of being able to engage your children, give them valuable lessons, but making sure that they'll be more likely to listen to it. I hope you found it helpful. Have a beautiful Shabbos.